Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Beyond Click and Cliff. This is a little podcast I like to do, tell you about my experiences, life journey, stuff that I've done growing up, experiences, or just ramble on top of my head. And today, I'm going to say if I had any kind of luck, it'd be bad luck. And I'm just going to tell you some experience I just recently gone through. And I know my case, I'm not wanting nobody to feel sorry for me because I think it's just life. I think it's just something that I got to deal with, and I think everybody deals with some of this stuff all the time too. So it ain't just me. But I wanted to just get it off my chest and tell you what's been going on. And yeah, this is something for you to listen to while you work or do something, and drive, whatever it may be. This is something for you to maybe laugh, cry, or get mad with me. Alright, well, everybody knows an old story. Moved, had some issues. I did a podcast a while back about omens, and they have never stopped. Here recently, in the last couple weeks, okay, and I even told you about my wife being sick and all that stuff, so everybody knows up to date about that. By the way, she goes in the 24th of this month to do another scan, and surgery will go sometime after that. But anyway, back at what I want to talk about. It seems like every time I've turned around, something has came up. And it started, I don't know, this weekend especially was just kind of awful. I was busy all weekend. Wasn't really around for anybody, and I do apologize. But life happens. Well, Friday, we had to move my mother-in-law in here to we're moving over here, so she's staying with us for a while. Then we're gonna find her a place down the road. But meantime, she's staying here, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's been an adjustment on my end, the pets, because she had to bring her cat and dog, and my cat, her cat may or may not get along. One of those things. So we got to keep refereeing those two. And of course, she's a elderly person, and she's got a nurse comes in every day, so I've got to open my house up for a nurse, which she needs it. Fine, I'm okay with it. But then, man, the first night here, the toilet breaks after her using it. I'm not blaming her, but it's funny that it showed up just after she used it. Not blaming her, but nonetheless, we still got to get that fixed. Well, Friday, my wife needed new tires. Okay, general maintenance, all good, all good. We take the car in and say, I need some tires. We find the ones that we want and that was in our price range, and we said, all right, let's do those. So me and the wife are sitting in the waiting room. We saw the mechanic come back and talk to the guy, and the guy goes, well, we checked your brakes out, and you need new brake pads on the rear end. How much is that going to be? He gave me the price, and it's a little expensive, but you know what? Safety first, right? Safety first. Can't drive a car without no brakes. Go in and get that fixed. Well, we're working on it. Here comes the mechanic back in and say, well, the caliper ain't working. That's probably why you went through your brakes. I go, okay. How much is that going to be? He told me a price. He fixed it. Good, finally, done. We leave. We are pretty lucky. I'm going to tell you this. We are very lucky that we made it without an accident. Friday, we took the car home, chilled the rest of the day, Saturday we had to take my daughter into a wedding, and this is about an hour or so drive, and where we had to drop her off and come back. We stayed at my uncle's for a little bit, so that's 30 minutes away from there. So the whole round trip is an hour and a half. There and back was, well, one way is an hour and a half when we came. So we were on the road for 3 hours road time. Okay, let's put it that way. Going there and coming back home. Well, so car ran fine, great, nothing wrong. Then we get in to Sunday. We get up, get ready. We get ready to go to church, and we get in the car, put in reverse. We notice a light on the dash saying brake fluid. Like maybe it's just a sensor. We put in reverse, started backing up, and we went to try to put on the brakes. It kept rolling. I'm like, are you kidding me? And at this point, I knew they were closed that day. I knew they were closed, so I had to stool with this all day Sunday. Had to just sit there and ponder about it. And then, I'm like, oh, it makes me madder. Well, anyway, so we sitting there Sunday afternoon. We took the dog out, go bathroom. We walk in our backyard, look down, big old puddle. Did it rain, you might ask? Not lately. Not like for 5 days. This ain't rain because everything else was dry around this spot on the ground. And I don't know if any of y'all know what that means. That means you have a leak in your pipes that's underground. And like I'm at this point, face is red, steam coming out my ears. I've really had enough. This whole year has been nothing but horrible stuff. Bright side, we did move into this house. We bought a house. That's a bright side of the story. But man, all the things that's been happening, it's just been bad luck. I understand this happens to everybody. It happens. There's a lot of people probably dealing with way worse problems than I am. And I know. Like I said, I'm not asking for a pity party or anything like this. It's just telling my experience and my feelings. Feelings are supposed to be the number one thing you got to work through and you got to let it out. So I'm letting it out to you guys. Every day, there's been something. Every time I turn around, I have to call a plumber. Got to get the toilet fixed. Got to get the car fixed. Got to get the pipe fixed. Got to do this. Got to do that. Turn around. My wife's sick. Got to have surgery. Got to save money. I mean, it just, the list goes on. Is where you're getting to the point like, I'm done. I can't. My cup is runneth over. And that's what I feel. A little bright side of the story. Monday morning, as I'm recording this, we went to the tire shop. That was nice. He looked at me kind of started like, uh-oh, what are you doing here? I said, I ain't got no brakes. Got no brakes. He looked at me kind of funny. I said, you're telling myself, be nice. Don't lose your madness. This guy, it's not his fault. It just happens. And one of the things, be nice. Be nice. Don't get mad. Don't blow up. Don't start saying things that you're going to regret or you don't mean. I said, yeah. Friday we had brakes. We came in. You fixed the brakes. He said we needed new brakes, so we did it. We had brakes Saturday. We drove it Saturday and had brakes, and then Sunday morning we had no brakes. So the mechanic said, bring it on in. So we brought it on in. I'm here sitting. He started doing his thing, and I'm sitting there in the waiting room like, how much is this going to cost me? I mean, I just spent over $1,000 Friday to just be back in the shop Monday morning. And plus, my wife had to be at work at noon. And my truck, it's done. It's its last days on the road. I got to do a lot of work in it. That will come down the road. If I even do it, I may end up selling it. But that's a different day and a different topic. But so we got there at the tire, like I said, got there at the tire shop as soon as they opened up, and started talking to them and told them up the issue like I just said, and brought it in. As I'm sitting in the waiting room, I'm just thinking, oh my goodness, this is not good. I don't have the money to do all this and all that. But he come in and said it was a malfunction of a part that they put on. It was when they hooked up the brake lines or something to the calipers, the little, oh, I forgot what you call them, but the tubes, whatever you crimp on a nipple to put on or whatever, had a burr in it and cut the line, and so they fixed it and didn't charge me nothing. So I was very happy for that news. That problem done. She's got brakes and she's all on her way to work. Great things. But then I also got this sewage issue. So don't know what this is going to cost me or whatever. So that's going to be due to be seen. But it's just like, man, I want a few days where I can just sit here, build Lego, watch TV, do whatever, and I have that much of a worry. Can I just have one day, please? One day. That's all I ask. One day. Or a couple days. I think we all deserve it. So, as of right now, we're still waiting for whatever's going to happen with the sewage and her surgery. I'm hoping by soon this whole ordeal will be done. That's what I'm hoping. Guys, like I said, I know there's other people out there that has the same, struggling and doing stuff too that's messing up. And I'm trying to stay positive through this whole situation. It's hard. I get it. It's hard. You got to do it though. You got to try to stay positive in these darkest of times. Whatever time that you're in, whatever you're struggling in, you've got to try to stay positive. This is just a battle of a big war that you're fighting called life. This is how I look at life. Life is a big old war. Every day we have battles. And we just gotta fight the battles. Not life. Fight the battles. Some battles you're gonna win. Like today, I got that car fixed. No money had to be paid. That's a battle that I won. Yes, I understand there's going to be battles that I'm going to lose. But all in all, I want to win at life. I want to win the war. You just got to fight these little daily battles that just pop up, and that's what I'm trying to do here. And it's hard. There's some days I'm like, I'm done. I tell you, you can ask my closest friends. I say, I'm done. I've had it. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm not done. I'm battling, but I want to be done, and I can't do that. I can't let myself do that. So these are the battles that we're winning. A little bit of inspiration, at the end of these trials of bad luck. Guys, I'm going to leave this one with you today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it, and it kind of, at least, and I felt sorry for him. Say, hey, dude, I know what you're talking about, man. I'm going through some battles myself. It is a struggle. Let's stay, and we can help each other stay positive. That's what I want out of all of this. But guys, this is it. If you like it, please hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you ain't subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. Be somebody's light and somebody's darkest cloud. Sometimes a hello, hi, how are you will brighten their day. Do unto others that you want done to yourself. If you want to treat somebody mean, expect to be treated mean back. Be nice. You'll be treated nicely back. Anyway, guys, open the door for somebody. And by the way, you look nice today. Alright, until the next one. Ta-ta.